Have you ever stood in front of your closet, looked at a maxi dress you once loved, and thought, am I too old for this? If that question has ever crossed your mind, let me assure you, you are not. Age is never a barrier in fashion. In fact, at 60 and beyond, the maxi dress becomes more than just fabric and design. It becomes a symbol of elegance, confidence, and freedom, perfectly aligned with the woman you are today. This video is here to show you exactly that. Together, we'll explore how women over 60 can wear maxi dresses in ways that flatter, empower, and inspire. You'll discover how to choose cuts that enhance your figure, fabrics that feel good against your skin, and colors that make you glow. But beyond the style tips, we'll talk about something deeper: the mindset shift that turns clothing into confidence. Because looking amazing at this stage of life is not about chasing youth. It's about honoring the present and celebrating the beauty you already carry. Along the way, I'll share practical advice you can use right away, plus real stories of women who embraced the maxi dress and found joy, not pressure, in dressing well. By the end, you'll see why the maxi isn't just an option for women in their 60s. It may be the most versatile, empowering piece you'll ever own. So, are you ready to rediscover the timeless power of the maxi dress and step into a style that feels authentically yours? Let's begin. Maxi dress, a timeless symbol. When we talk about the maxi dress, we are not just talking about a piece of clothing. We are talking about a garment that has carried generations of women through social change, self-expression, and elegance. The maxi first appeared in the late 1960s, at a time when women around the world were demanding more freedom, not only in politics and society, but also in fashion. Short skirts had dominated the early part of that decade, but by 1968, women were looking for something that gave them more control over how they moved and how they were seen. Designers such as Oscar de la Renta and Halston popularized long, flowing dresses that broke away from rigid silhouettes. The maxi dress became a quiet but powerful statement of liberation, femininity without restriction, beauty without apology. That legacy is why the maxi remains relevant today. Unlike many trends that burn brightly for a few seasons and then fade, the maxi has continued to adapt for over half a century. Think about it. How many items in your closet can honestly claim that kind of staying power? Jeans, a tailored blazer, perhaps a white button-down, but the maxi dress sits in that same timeless category. Whether you are 25 or 65, its appeal is the same: comfort, versatility, and elegance in one sweeping gesture. According to a 2023 report by the NPD Group, sales of dresses labeled as maxi length grew by 18% year-over-year in the United States, with the largest growth among women aged 55 and above. That tells us something important. The maxi dress is not a relic of youth. It's a garment that matures with us, adapting to different bodies, lifestyles, and stages of life. Let me share a personal moment. I was 62 when I wore a deep emerald green maxi to my niece's wedding. At first, I hesitated. I wondered if I would look dated, or if perhaps the younger women would outshine me in shorter, trendier dresses. But the opposite happened. People came up to me all evening saying, "You look so regal," or "That color lights up your face." I realized something powerful. The maxi dress does not try to compete with youth. It celebrates the presence of maturity. Have you ever had that experience when you put on a dress and suddenly felt taller, more graceful, more yourself than ever before? Fashion psychologists often refer to this phenomenon as enclothed cognition, the idea that what we wear influences how we think and feel. A 2019 study in the journal Frontiers in Psychology found that women who wore garments described as flowing and elegant reported a 22% increase in feelings of confidence and self-assurance compared to when they wore restrictive clothing. It makes sense, doesn't it? A maxi dress moves with you, not against you. It doesn't force you to hold your stomach in or tug at your hemline every 5 minutes. Instead, it sways as you walk, frames your figure without clinging, and allows you to express grace rather than chase perfection. So why does this matter even more in our 60s? Because at this stage in life, comfort and confidence are no longer luxuries, they are essentials. We've spent decades proving ourselves in careers, in families, in relationships. What we wear now should not be about proving youthfulness. It should be about honoring the women we have become. And the maxi dress does exactly that. When you slip one on, you're not just wearing fabric, you're carrying forward a history of women who chose freedom over restriction. Let me ask you, do you own a maxi dress that instantly changes the way you carry yourself? Maybe one that you wore on vacation by the ocean, or perhaps to a family celebration? If so, what did it make you feel? If not, imagine for a moment what it would be like to walk into a room in a sweeping dress that doesn't hide you, but amplifies you. That is the essence of why maxi dresses are timeless. They aren't about concealing flaws, they're about allowing your true self to move with confidence. They are equally at home at a casual brunch, a beachside stroll, or a black tie evening. They cross generations and trends, speaking to the woman you are today rather than the girl you once were. And this brings us to an important truth. While the maxi itself has remained timeless, our bodies do not remain the same. At 60, 65, or 70, we notice changes in height, weight distribution, even skin tone. These shifts are natural, but they influence how certain dresses sit on us, how fabrics feel, and how colors reflect against our complexion. Understanding these changes is not about restriction. It's about making wise choices that elevate our natural beauty rather than fight against it. Which leads us to the next essential chapter: how to choose the right maxi dress for your body after 60, because the magic of the maxi truly shines when it works with your figure, not against it. Body changes after 60 and how to choose the right silhouette. By the time we reach our 60s, our bodies are not the same as they were in our 30s or 40, and that is not something to mourn, it is something to embrace with wisdom. Science confirms this. According to the National Institute on Aging, the average woman loses about half an inch in height every decade after age 60, often due to natural bone density changes. That shift alone can subtly alter how clothes drape, which is why proportion becomes so important. Weight also redistributes with age. Many women notice softness around the midsection or hips even if they have always been slim. Skin tone can also change, becoming lighter or cooler, sometimes making our old, go-to colors feel less flattering than they once did. These are not flaws, they are guideposts, helping us make better, more thoughtful style choices. This is where silhouette comes into play. A well-chosen maxi dress is not about hiding changes, it's about creating balance. Let's talk about the four most common body shapes and how to work with them. If you have a pear shape, where your hips are fuller than your shoulders, the goal is to draw the eye upward. Empire waistlines, A-line skirts, or vertical patterns can lengthen the frame and balance proportions. A V neckline is especially powerful. It opens the chest area and shifts focus to your face. If your figure is more apple-shaped, where fullness sits around the midsection, wrap styles or dresses with gentle ruching are ideal. They define shape without clinging. A slightly raised waistline creates comfort and elegance while elongating the torso. Think of dresses that glide rather than grip. For women with a rectangular or straight shape, structure is your friend. A belted maxi dress, or one with tiered layers or subtle ruffles, can create definition and dimension. Adding gentle volume in the skirt or through texture keeps the look lively without overwhelming you. And if you are blessed with an hourglass figure, a fitted waistline is your best ally. Celebrate your natural curves with a style that defines the waist while allowing the skirt to flow. Wrap dresses or pieces with seams at the natural waistline highlight shape while maintaining ease. Through all of this, I always remind my clients of one principle: don't let the dress wear you, let the dress frame you. A maxi dress should highlight your essence, not swallow you whole. Oversized fabrics can make you disappear, while overly tight cuts can create discomfort. The sweet spot is flow with definition. Let me share a personal story. At 65, I attended my daughter's wedding. Like many women, I worried, would I look frumpy next to younger guests? I chose a navy chiffon maxi with a softly defined waistline and a V neckline. The dress didn't cling, yet it framed me beautifully. I received compliments all evening. You look radiant. You carry yourself with such grace. What I realized that night is that the right silhouette doesn't just flatter your body, it transforms your confidence. Have you had that moment, standing in front of a mirror, where the cut of a dress suddenly makes you stand taller? I often ask women this: which part of your body do you most want to celebrate today? Your neckline, your shoulders, your legs, or your natural curves? The maxi dress gives you options for all of them, but only if you choose cuts that complement rather than compete with your body's current story. Research backs this up. A 2021 survey by AARP found that 68% of women over 60 said comfort was their top priority when shopping, but nearly 55% also wanted clothing that made them feel stylish and visible. That is the intersection where maxi dresses thrive. Comfort and elegance woven together. Understanding silhouette is the foundation. Once you know how to balance your proportions and select shapes that flatter, the next step is even more transformative, choosing the right colors and fabrics. Because while cut defines structure, color and fabric define presence. A jewel tone can make your skin glow, a soft chiffon can make you feel weightless. And that is where the art of dressing after 60 truly comes alive. Color and fabric, the details that make all the difference. If silhouette is the frame of a maxi dress, then color and fabric are the paint and texture that bring it to life. After 60, both elements become more significant than ever. Our skin tone shifts with age. Sometimes it becomes cooler, other times warmer, and we may notice that colors we once loved no longer flatter us. That's why jewel tones, emerald, sapphire, deep plum, often feel so powerful. They bring light back to the face, highlight the natural sparkle in the eyes, and create presence in any room. Compare that with soft pastels or dusty rose shades, which carry sophistication and subtlety. The key is not to chase what's fashionable, but to choose colors that make you look in the mirror and feel radiant. I'll never forget when I turned 64 and bought a sapphire blue maxi for a formal dinner. For years, I had relied on beige and neutral tones, but in that bold shade, I felt alive again. People commented on how the color seemed to wake up my complexion. Have you had a similar experience, slipping into a shade that suddenly made you feel 10 years younger, not because it erased age, but because it harmonized with your skin? Fabric tells another story. The way a dress feels on your body is just as important as how it looks. Cotton blends are breathable and reliable for everyday wear. Linen is airy and natural, perfect for warm afternoons. Even its wrinkles have character. Chiffon and silk move like water, reflecting light softly and elevating any evening event. Bamboo and modal fabrics, newer on the market, are eco-friendly and incredibly gentle on sensitive skin. These are the materials that let you breathe, move, and glow without effort. On the other hand, some fabrics simply don't serve us well. Stiff polyester can feel heavy and look dated. Shiny satin tends to magnify lines in the skin, drawing attention where we don't want it. Thick brocades or knits can add bulk rather than grace. By our 60s, we've earned the right to let go of fabrics that restrict or age us. Clothing should support us, not fight us. The psychological impact of fabric choice is well documented. A 2019 study in Fashion and Textiles found that women reported a 30% increase in confidence when wearing garments described as soft and flowing compared to stiff or synthetic fabrics. This is what psychologists call the second skin effect. When fabric feels good, we carry ourselves differently. We stand taller, smile more, and project ease. Isn't it true that when a dress feels scratchy or tight, you spend the whole day adjusting it, shrinking inward? But when the fabric glides, you forget you're even wearing it. You're free to simply be present. Let me ask you, do you remember the last time you chose a dress based solely on fabric? Did you reach for linen on a humid summer day because you knew it would let your skin breathe, or silk for an evening out because you wanted to feel luminous? These choices are not small. They shape how we experience life's moments. At 67, I wore a soft bamboo maxi on a trip to California. It was light, breathable, and gentle against my skin, which has grown more sensitive over the years. I walked through the vineyards all afternoon without once tugging at my dress or feeling weighed down. That's when I realized fabric is not just style, it's self-care. As we grow older, we also grow wiser about what truly matters. We no longer have patience for clothes that look pretty on the hanger but fail us in real life. Comfort, elegance, and confidence must coexist, and color and fabric are the bridge between them. And here is where the magic happens. Once you understand how to select the colors that make your face glow and the fabrics that make your body move with ease, you can begin to unlock the true versatility of the maxi dress. Because the next question every woman asks is practical. How do I wear these dresses in different moments? Whether it's brunch with friends, a wedding, a beach vacation, or a chilly fall evening. That brings us naturally to the next chapter: styling for every occasion and season. Styling for every occasion and season. One of the great strengths of the maxi dress is its ability to adapt. With a few thoughtful choices, the same garment can carry you from a relaxed afternoon to a black tie evening. After 60, versatility matters more than ever. We want clothing that works with our lifestyles without demanding an endless wardrobe. For casual days, nothing feels as effortless as cotton or linen. These fabrics breathe, move with you, and keep you comfortable whether you're running errands or meeting a friend for coffee. Pair a lightweight cotton maxi with flat sandals and a simple tote bag, and you're instantly polished without effort. According to a 2022 consumer study by Cotton Incorporated, 73% of women over 55 reported choosing cotton first for everyday wear because of comfort and ease of care. Have you noticed how different your day feels when your clothing doesn't restrict you? For evening occasions, chiffon or silk can transform a maxi into a statement piece. Jewel tones, emerald, sapphire, plum reflect beautifully under soft lighting and flatter, mature skin. Add a structured clutch and carefully chosen jewelry, perhaps a bold necklace or statement earrings, and you achieve glamour without excess. At 66, I wore a plum silk maxi to a gala dinner. The fabric caught the light with every step, and for the first time in years, I felt as though the dress moved with me, not against me. Do you have a color or fabric you turn to when you want to feel instantly radiant? When it comes to resort or vacation styling, bold prints and airy fabrics like linen are the perfect match. Picture a wide-brimmed hat, espadrilles, and a flowing dress patterned with tropical florals. At 70, I visited Hawaii and chose a lightweight printed linen maxi. It carried me from beach walks to evening dinners effortlessly. I didn't need to pack multiple outfits. The dress shifted with the moment, saving me space and energy. Isn't that what we want in this stage of life, to simplify while still feeling stylish? For formal events, weddings, anniversaries, graduations, the maxi provides elegance without stiffness. Lace overlays or subtle embroidery add depth and refinement. Pearl jewelry brings timeless grace, while low block heels ensure you can stand and dance for hours. In fact, a 2021 survey by AARP revealed that comfort was the #1 concern for women over 60 attending formal events. Yet 58% also prioritized looking memorable and elegant. The maxi answers both needs, and don't forget layering for cooler months. A denim jacket or tailored blazer instantly makes a maxi fall-ready. A belted cardigan adds warmth while maintaining shape, and ankle boots ground the look. The beauty of layering is that it extends the life of your dresses year-round. How often have you left a dress in the closet because it felt too summery? With the right jacket or boots, that same piece becomes autumn chic. The truth is, styling is not about reinventing yourself for every occasion. It's about adjusting the details. Shoes, bags, and outerwear do the heavy lifting, allowing your maxi to adapt with ease. This is why many women in their 60s find themselves relying on a small collection of dresses styled differently, rather than an overflowing closet. It's a more sustainable, intentional way to live, and it feels liberating. So I'll ask you, when you picture yourself in a maxi, where do you see yourself wearing it first? At a Sunday brunch, on a cruise ship deck, or at a family wedding? The answer tells you which fabrics and details to prioritize. Understanding styling across occasions is just the beginning. To truly elevate a maxi dress, we must turn to the finishing touches, the subtle details that speak volumes. That brings us naturally to the next chapter: accessories, the language of elegance. Accessories, the language of elegance. If the maxi dress is the canvas, accessories are the brushstrokes that complete the masterpiece. After 60, accessories become more than decoration. They are the clearest expression of personality and refinement. The right belt, necklace, bag, or pair of shoes has the power to transform a simple maxi into a statement of confidence. Let's start with the belt. Our waistlines often soften with age, but a well-placed belt can bring structure without discomfort. A slim leather belt at the natural waist creates balance for pear-shaped figures, while a slightly wider belt above the waistline flatters apple shapes. When I was 66, I slipped a metallic belt over a navy chiffon maxi for a friend's anniversary party. Instantly, the dress felt more tailored, and I felt taller. Have you tried belting your maxi lately? If not, imagine how a single accessory could redefine the same dress you've worn for years. Next is jewelry, where the golden rule applies, one statement piece at a time. A bold necklace with an open neckline needs no competing earrings. Striking chandelier earrings pair best with a bare décolletage. A 2020 report by the Jewelry Consumer Council found that women over 60 are more likely than any other age group to invest in heritage pieces, pearls, gold chains, or gemstone rings that can be worn for decades. At 70, I often reach for a strand of pearls that once belonged to my mother. It doesn't just accessorize, it tells a story. What's the piece of jewelry in your collection that feels like a part of your identity? When it comes to bags, structure matters. A small clutch or a medium-sized structured handbag elevates a maxi instantly. Slouchy, oversized bags can weigh the silhouette down, making the outfit feel careless. For evening events, I carry a simple satin clutch that fits only the essentials: lipstick, keys, a small mirror. For daytime, I choose a structured tote. These choices frame the body just as much as the dress itself. Do you notice how the wrong bag can throw off your whole look? Shoes are equally transformative. Wedges, elegant flats, or block heels provide comfort and stability without sacrificing polish. According to the American Podiatric Medical Association, 71% of women over 55 prefer shoes with wider bases and supportive soles, yet they still want them to look chic. I recall attending a wedding where I danced for hours in gold block heels under a lace maxi. Comfort did not compromise style, it enhanced it. Isn't it freeing to know we no longer have to choose between grace and comfort? What unites all of these choices is a simple truth. Accessories are your voice. They communicate who you are without a word. A turquoise necklace says creativity. Pearls whisper timeless elegance. A bold metallic belt signals confidence. Minimal jewelry paired with neutral shoes suggests quiet strength. Which voice do you want your accessories to carry for you today? This is why accessories matter more as we age. They let us adjust, refine, and personalize without needing to replace our entire wardrobe. A single belt, necklace, or pair of shoes can extend the life of a dress for years. It is both economical and empowering. But as powerful as accessories are, they can also trip us up if used without balance. Too many statement pieces at once can drown out the simplicity of a maxi. The wrong bag or shoes can distort proportions. This leads us to an important discussion: the common mistakes women make with maxi dresses and how to avoid them. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Even the most beautiful maxi dress can lose its magic if worn the wrong way. After 60, style is not about following every rule, but about avoiding the traps that make us feel less confident than we deserve. One of the most frequent mistakes is choosing dresses that are too tight or too loose. Many women think a body-hugging maxi proves they can still pull it off, while others hide behind oversized fabrics. Both extremes steal elegance. A 2022 survey by AARP showed that 61% of women over 60 admitted to buying clothing in the wrong size because they were either afraid of looking bigger or were clinging to an old size. The solution is balance. The right fit skims the body, allows movement, and frames your shape without squeezing or drowning you. I remember once buying a clingy jersey maxi in my early 60s. I felt self-conscious all night, tugging at the fabric. Later, I tried the same dress in a slightly looser cut, and the difference was remarkable. I moved freely, and people commented that I looked relaxed and confident. Have you ever noticed how comfort instantly changes your posture? Another pitfall is outdated prints. Tiny florals, overly busy patterns, or heavy retro designs can unintentionally age an outfit. Prints should feel fresh and modern. Larger, more fluid patterns or clean geometrics flatter mature figures without overwhelming them. At 68, I swapped out a closet full of tiny floral maxis for bold, abstract prints. Suddenly, I looked and felt more contemporary. Do you have dresses hiding in your closet that no longer feel current, even if the cut is perfect? Then there is the problem of over-accessorizing. Jewelry, scarves, belts, and bags all have their place, but piling them on at once creates visual chaos. Fashion stylists often call this fighting focal points. When too many elements compete, none of them shine. The golden rule remains, one statement piece at a time. A strong necklace needs quiet earrings, dramatic earrings need a bare neckline. When I was 65, I wore bold chandelier earrings with a patterned dress and realized later the look felt overwhelming. The next time, I paired the same earrings with a simple, solid maxi, and suddenly the outfit was harmonious. Have you ever looked back at a photo and thought, I was wearing too much at once? Choosing the wrong fabric for the occasion is another common misstep. A stiff polyester maxi at a summer brunch can feel suffocating, while shiny satin in bright daylight can look forced. Fabrics need to match the moment. Light cotton or linen breathes in the sun, while chiffon or silk glows under evening lights. A 2020 consumer report by Cotton Incorporated noted that women over 55 are twice as likely to describe synthetic fabrics as uncomfortable compared to younger groups. That tells us something important. Our tolerance for discomfort decreases with age, and rightfully so. What matters most is the mindset we bring to these lessons. Every fashion misstep is not a failure, but a learning moment. Fashion, especially after 60, is about refining through experience. I often tell my clients, if you tried something and it didn't work, you are one step closer to discovering what does. Isn't it freeing to think of style as an evolution, not a test we pass or fail? So, when we move past these mistakes and learn from them, we begin to see the bigger picture. Style is not about proving youthfulness or clinging to outdated habits. It's about stepping into elegance, confidence, and authenticity. And that brings us to the deeper truth at the heart of dressing well after 60. Elegance is greater than chasing youth. Mindset, elegance is greater than youth chasing. The greatest shift in style after 60 is not about clothing, it is about mindset. Age is not a barrier to beauty, it is the very foundation of it. Lines on our face, changes in our figure, and silver in our hair are not signs of loss but of a life richly lived. When we choose a maxi dress, we are not chasing youth, we are celebrating the elegance that only comes with time. A 2021 survey published in Psychology and Aging found that women who embraced their age rather than resisted it reported 35% higher self-esteem and a stronger sense of well-being. The same study revealed that clothing choices reflecting authentic self-expression were directly linked to greater confidence. Isn't it interesting how what we wear becomes a mirror for how we see ourselves? When I was 67, I wore a flowing ivory maxi to a garden party. I remember looking in the mirror and seeing not the same body I had at 40, but a woman who had raised children, built a career, and lived through joy and loss. The dress didn't make me look younger, it made me feel fully myself. Guests came up to me not to say, "You look youthful," but to say, "You look radiant." That was when I realized the difference. Elegance is not about erasing age, it is about honoring it. Have you ever stood in front of your closet and asked yourself, am I dressing to hide my age, or am I dressing to celebrate who I am now? That single question can transform the way you shop, the way you style, and the way you carry yourself. Maxi dresses hold a special power in this journey. Their length suggests freedom of movement, their flow allows grace without restriction, their timelessness reflects wisdom. In a way, wearing a maxi after 60 is a quiet declaration. I do not need to prove anything. I am enough as I am. Statistics support this. According to a 2022 AARP lifestyle poll, 72% of women over 60 said they no longer dress to appear younger, but rather to feel comfortable, stylish, and true to themselves. That marks a cultural shift. We are no longer conforming to an idea of beauty frozen at 25, we are writing a new definition that includes strength, freedom, and dignity. At 70, I often find joy in simple details, the way a linen maxi sways on a summer evening, or how a jewel-toned chiffon glows under soft lighting. These dresses don't transport me back in time. They anchor me in the present, reminding me that elegance has no expiration date. Have you had that moment when a garment made you feel not younger, but wiser, freer, more at peace? This is the mindset that transforms fashion into empowerment. Elegance is greater than youth chasing because it is sustainable, authentic, and deeply human. It does not demand that we erase our story, it invites us to display it proudly. And as we step back to reflect, we see how every choice, from silhouette to color, from fabric to accessories, has led us to this point. Style after 60 is not about trying to keep up, it is about moving forward with grace. Which brings us naturally to the closing thought: how the maxi dress, beyond all else, becomes a living symbol of freedom, wisdom, and timeless beauty. The maxi dress is more than clothing. It is a timeless companion that adapts to every stage of life. At 60 and beyond, it becomes a symbol of confidence, comfort, and grace. Its versatility allows you to move easily from casual mornings to elegant evenings, all while honoring the woman you are today. What matters most is not chasing youth, but embracing the present with style that feels true and empowering. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a maxi dress that always makes you feel radiant? Was it the one you wore on vacation, or perhaps to a family celebration? Share your story in the comments, because your experience will inspire another woman watching right now. If you found value in this conversation, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who deserves to feel confident and celebrated too. Together, we can create a community where women over 60 embrace fashion not as a set of rules, but as a joyful expression of life. And let me leave you with this thought: when you put on a maxi dress, you're not just wearing fabric, you're stepping into history, confidence, and the freedom to be exactly who you are today. Thank you for spending this time with me. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, dress with elegance, live with confidence, and always celebrate yourself.